ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this broadcast. We are going to have Bob Long do a little bit of an introduction here in the national anthem, and then we'll get things started here. Oh, or not. We got a little bit of time. Bryce, hit him with the intro.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to this live basketball broadcast on the Rocket Sports Network, a collaboration between the Streetsboro Athletic Department, 88.9 WSTB, and the Rocket Report. I'm Bryce Posek, along with my host, Trevor Kamlowski. Doing good as always.
Oh, I'm doing fantastic.
Yeah. And today, the Streetsboro Rockets are hosting the Woodridge Bulldogs. So, Trev, what do you got for me?
It's going to be a good matchup. The Rockets lost the last one, but, that was early in the season, and it's a very different part of the season now. The Rockets playing without Roscoe tonight, suffered a lateral ankle sprain. He's expected to return here soon. Not an exact date I got, but I got to talk with him a little bit. He's feeling better standing on that leg, so that's progressing well. I did get to talk to Coach. But real quick, before we get to that, we are going to take a quick little break for the national anthem and Bob Long to get a little bit of an introduction to the game here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Board of Education and the administration of Streetsboro High School, we would like to welcome you to tonight's game with our guests, the Woodridge Bulldogs. In order to make tonight's game as enjoyable as possible, please represent your school and your community in a positive and respectful manner. That means to follow the rules, speak and act responsibly, and show courtesy and respect to your fellow fans, officials, coaches, administrators, and authority figures, and of course, your team and opponents. Let's all remember to respect the game. And please now join us as we honor America and the men and women swimming around the world, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Always been a big fan of the national anthem, as always.
Now I believe Bob Long will be doing our starting lineups here in just a second, so stay tuned for starting lineups.
Always loved Bob doing the starting lineups.
Oh, it's a classic.
Never gets it wrong.
It's a classic voice, and it's just it's a nice thing to hear him talk.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a while. You could definitely tell too. Yeah, yeah. He's a very professional guy.
And now here is the starting lineup for tonight's game. Starting lineup for the Woodridge Bulldogs, sophomore number 12, Grant Humphrey. Fortunate on that, I'm reading the wrong line. Let's start over. Okay, here's the artist. Here is the starting lineup for tonight's game with the Woodridge Bulldogs. Starting a junior, number 2, Kellen Moore. The sophomore, the senior, number 3, Blake Williams. A sophomore, number 4, Dasher Williams-Clay. senior number 32, Chris Grable.
Bob, having a great time as always.
Oh, yeah, thank
a
you.
little bit of a stutter in the beginning. I think you started reading off the JV roster.
I believe he did. Great job as always, Bob Long. Ginger Giant making a start in tonight's game. Filling in for Roscoe. He's been out 3 games before. This is his 4th game out with that ankle injury, as we discussed earlier. So, yeah, I'm excited to see the Ginger Giant start.
Yeah, and I can't agree more with that decision, Trevor, because that's a guy. That's your glue guy of the team right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
completely.
Ethan Lye actually did get glue guy. He was the glue guy prior to this, as he gets the jump ball. But Chris Grable, that's a guy. He doesn't start, so he's under-recognized, but he definitely is a glue guy in our hearts.
100%. And he's a great guy to fill in for Roscoe there. The Bulldogs are passing it around, driving into the lane. There goes Maxim up for 2. That's good. Or Maxa, pardon me there.
Well, that's what happens when you have a large center like that,
Yeah.
especially in high school. Like, you could really use him. He looks like he's probably a solid 6 inches taller than Janier Cook.
100%.
Not a very tall center.
Yeah.
Definitely has some weight on him, though. And so now Lye has it. Like, been in more of a scoring position these last couple of games. He rocks a sleeveless look. Hodge had 15 in his last game. There's a miscommunication, goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Hodge will pass that one out of bounds as Grable went to move in. The one thing I did talk to Coach before the game, and he was very adamant on our defense. We need to be putting in that defensive effort, and he really said we need to keep it on the perimeter. Maxa kind of chewed us up last game getting in the paint, so we're going to try to keep that defense, keep them out of the paint, and avoid them getting those easy layups. As out of bounds for the Bulldogs, that'll be the Rockets ball. That was Evans, number 14 for the Bulldogs, taking the ball up that stepped out, as now Lye will take it up. 7 minutes, just about a minute into the game here, and it's a very slow-moving game. That's one thing Coach said that he really wanted to make sure happened was the Rockets need to dictate the pace of the game today, and I think that's really what we're seeing happening.
Well, yeah, and Cook did a good job at pushing Evans out of bounds right there. And another sloppy pass. Jump ball is going to be called. Man, what a series of time. I mean, that's kind of been a constant for the Rockets all year is they've had trouble holding on to the ball with the passes. You know, something you got to put a little bit more force into them so that way they're not getting picked off as easily.
Yep, completely. Rockets will pass it over to the backcourt for Lye to take up.
Yeah, no, I mean, Lye, he's having a great season as point guard somewhere. Not scoring as much as he'd like to, but he's doing the other little things that you can't quite see. You know, the getting assists, rebounding, the blocks. I think he's already up to 8 this season. As Robinson goes up, contested, no good. That's rebounded by Moore. Moore drives, and off the foot of Evans, going the way of the Rockets. So it's been pretty sloppy so far, Trevor. Definitely just need to slow it down a little bit and take their time right now. They have no reason to rush. Got 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So now Lye guarded by Williams-Clay. Hodge gets it. Cook for corner 3. No good, just a little flat.
Now here's Evans to bring it up for the Bulldogs. Swings it over. Corner 3 coming from Williams. Williams no good. Rebounded by Evans after some tips. He kicks it out over to Williams-Clay.
So Evans with the hot pass. Moore has it. Deep pass down. Williams-Clay gets it now.
They're really just flying this ball around. Rockets in that 2-3. As there's Evans in the corner. That 3 doesn't fall. Rebounded by Cook. And the Rockets will drive now. That's the one thing Coach Marcini, like I said, keep it on the perimeter, but also that 2-3 is real good when you got a big man like that because you're always keeping someone in the paint. And Cook, although he's not big in stature or in height-wise, but he is big in stature, as he puts up a corner 3. That one falls. Rockets will take the lead as Janier Cook gets on the board.
Well, that's something that's happened for Cook late as the season has progressed. Is he's starting to develop that 3 ball a little bit better. He hasn't really shot it much, but when he dropped 21, it was that last game, maybe 2 games ago, a lot of it was from the 3-point line. As Hodge gets the poke right there. Now Evans with it. Evans drives, goes up, he's fouled by Grable. He'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, Grable not happy about that when you saw him give a little hand clap. That's just a tough one, you know. Grable, he's a big dude, hard to move, so he's just standing there with his hands up. He gets called for a lot of those fouls, not because he's fouling, but just because he's so sturdy. I mean, look at those legs. That's a sturdy young man right there. So he just, it's hard to get him to move. Evans misses the first off the back of the rim. And good crowd here tonight, really for both the Rockets and the Bulldogs. You got a fairly packed house here, which is always good to see. The crowd involvement is one of my favorite things of all sports. As Evans makes the second, that'll be his first points tonight.
And Blake Williams just got subbed out with a nosebleed. Coming in for him is Andrew Stahl.
Thank you, Bryce.
And so now Laie is going to take it up. Laie hop step. Robinson really taking more of a scoring approach ever since Roscoe got hurt. As Laie goes up, one-handed floater just doesn't get it to go. And so the big man Maxa will take it. Moore goes up. No good. Rebounded by Laie. And so now Laie taking it up. Running the point guard all year. Although they did talk about moving him to center a little bit earlier in the season. We've seen it a little bit after the jump ball. Yeah, now Laie just gets tripped up a little bit. That's kind of been a constant. He moves his feet a ton. His main sport is actually track, and that's just kind of what's getting to him right now. He moves a little bit too quick for this. Definitely not a problem, though. Helps him out. And so now Stoll with it. Hot pass to Evans. Evans, tall stature, but he has been running the point for most of the game so far. Expected to see Kellen Moore maybe in a larger position. I've seen him drop 20 a couple times. Now Robinson gets the easy steal. He goes up, contested, no good.
Heavy foul there as Williams Clay will jump with him.
Yeah,
Robinson going to the line now.
Robinson, he's always been a physical player. Yeah. He always looks for that contest on contest on the layup. So looking for the and one.
And the thing I'm happy to see is coming off that knee injury. It's scary to jump up with a guy in your face, getting that contact on the free throw. So I'm glad to see him going up and getting those contested free throws. He sinks the first. Morris comes in for the Rockets, subbing out Chris Grable, the Ginger Giant. And then for the Bulldogs, Williams comes back in, as well as Rory Johnson. Having a seat will be Nasir Williams-Clay and Blake Evans. Now here's Moore driving. Tipped out of bounds by Morris. It looks like they're going to say it hit the hands of Moore after. Adrian Monroe coming in for Braden Hodge. So we're starting to see that those two have been fighting for that six-man spot, and really I still don't know who has it, as they're kind of evenly matched. They're both getting about the same amount of PT. Just depends on the game on who comes off the bench first.
Well, I don't think it's six-man as much as it is 6-1
and
and 6-2.
The Bulldogs get a beautiful trap on Ethan Laie, forcing a turnover.
And see, that right there is the problem with being flashy, Trevor.
Yeah.
Because you could go up for an alley-oop, but if this is a close game, you're down one right now.
Yeah, and that ball.
Now, granted, we have a ton of basketball left, but you got to take the easy shots.
Completely agree with you, Bryce.
So now Laie's going to take it up.
Rockets setting up against that man defense from the Bulldogs. Junior Cook guarded by Carter Maxa. Over to Robinson to Morris, and they're really just kind of passing it around the horn right now. Morris drives in, looking for something, goes up for two, no good. That one's rebounded by Moore. He'll drive, but Robinson is on him like white on rice, and they're going to call a foul there on Robinson. That'll be his first.
Yeah, I mean, always been a physical defender.
Yeah.
I was just talking about it earlier. Morris and Monroe, it's not as much of the who's the sixth man. It's really been like a 6A and 6B. It's just which one comes in, because I know
they're both coming off the bench. You just don't know who's coming in first.
Yeah, and so Evans with it. Now Moore.
Looks like we're just going to get a bit more around the horn here for the Bulldogs. Rockets into a man defense now without really a stolid big in there. And timeout Bulldogs.
That's a good start.
You can hear the crowd here. I love to see it. I love when the crowd gets involved in the game. We got a nice student section here tonight as the Bulldogs call the first time out of the game. I'm going to call back to that conversation I had with Coach Marcini before the game. The one thing he talked about was, Ethan really stepping into that leadership role. PJ being kind of a lead scorer for the team here in the past couple of games with Roscoe being out. And then Janier Cook actually had the best game of the season the other night against, was that Tuesday night against Norton? Or Wednesday. Tuesday they had the weather. But Wednesday night against Norton, Junior Cook had the best game of the season so far. But yeah, so those are the guys you're seeing not come out yet. He did also mention Hodge. He wants to see a bit more scoring, a bit more shooting aggressiveness out of Hodge as the Bulldogs inbound it.
It's already caught in the trap. Evans with it. Down low to Maxa. And see, my question is, why wouldn't you use Evans more? He's got a good amount of height to him.
Looks like we're going to call a foul. A shooting foul there. That's going to fall on Adrian Monroe, a block. That's Monroe's first foul of the night. Kellen Moore has an opportunity to tie and take the lead here in tonight's game.
Well, you see, the way I see it is if you have one guy or two guys that are going to be a little bit more aggressive, that's your sixth man. The guy that's not going to be in at the end of the game. So worst case scenario, if he fouls out, you're not necessarily under so much pressure then. And so he misses his first free throw. Seen multiple times Kellen Moore has dropped over 20 points. Definitely, maybe not the leading scorer for the team, but definitely an athletic scorer. And so now Cook will come up with an athletic rebound. And Robinson down low. Yeah, no contest there for Robinson. Looked like they didn't even think about him taking that shot. So now Moore with it. Johnston. So now Williams. He's called for a travel. Good start for the Rockets. They have a huge student section here so far. Definitely the largest we've seen yet. Yeah, Rockets definitely looking pretty good so far. Offense hasn't quite clicked yet as we only have 2 minutes left in the first. They only have 6. But like you said from what Coach Marcini said, the defense has been absolutely stellar.
As there's a steal for the Bulldogs. They'll get a quick, easy bucket for Evans. That'll be his 3rd point tonight. And the one thing, you know, that kind of sticks out to me this game is, and another thing I talked to Coach Marcini, I'm going to keep calling back to this conversation. Transition was a big thing and kind of dictating the pace of play. And right now the Bulldogs are kind of dictating how we play. We don't really get the setup as Morris is called for a travel there. He looks like he wanted to say that he was using his pivot foot. Hodge is going to come back in for Dallas.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of travels. I mean, not even just this game, but this whole season.
Yeah.
I think it's just really just keeping the pivot foot down has been a big thing. You know, yeah, sometimes people do get stuck up, but I really think that's what gets him most of the time. And so now Kellen Moore is going to take it up. Now Williams. Johnston thinks about it. All the way down low to Maxa. Maxa uses his huge frame. No shot taken. Pump fake. Goes up. It's good. Love the pull-up mid-range. Super hard to contest, especially if you can get all the way up there like Evans does. And so now Laie with it. It's Cook. Cook, big man matchup. Hodge contested 3. That's no good. Close shot though. Laie with the putback layup. And that's the hustle plays right there. That's what got him, glue guy. Yeah, all Portage Sports glue guy.
Now you got to get back on defense. I'm settling into a bit of a 1-2-2 full court zone here. Ethan Laie jumps with Evans, no good. Evans' layup will fall. Yeah, that'll take the lead there. That's Evans' 7th point today. Already at 7 in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's a tricky layup right there. But Ethan did exactly the right thing right there by going and trying to contest that layup.
Yeah, 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Monroe has it up top on the left side. He brings it to the top of the key. On him tight is Johnson. Adrian kind of shakes him a little bit, and they're going to call a foul there. They're going to get a block, so Monroe is going to the line if I'm not mistaken. That foul is going to be on number 14, Brandon Evans, for the Bulldogs. That's his first. Monroe going to the line. I don't think have we seen him at the line yet?
He's shot a couple free throws this season, but not much. He's a very ethical basketball player. Yeah. You know, he doesn't really like to draw fouls or anything. He more so just kind of goes in with facilitating and playing defense. He is not bad at scoring, but he definitely puts more of a focus on passing the ball and playing good defense. So now with the second one, that's no good. Kellen Moore gets it, already caught. It's this steal by Morris. And Monroe is pushed down. It's a little shaken up.
And I can't.
Yeah, it's
the Rockets are inbounding. Okay.
No free throws there.
I was going to say, they were lining up for free throws at first, and now Ginger Giant Chris Grable coming back in for Adrian Monroe.
Now I'm waiting to see a Grable fadeaway mid-range. I haven't quite seen one yet this season, but I know that is his bread and butter.
Yeah, I haven't seen him pull it out recently. And now there's Laie at the top of the key.
Now Laie drives left-handed, goes up with the right, no good. Maxa with the rebound, wide open floor, half quarter. No good, but gave it an honest attempt.
Yeah, that hit on the rim.
Definitely a slow first quarter. Rockets losing 8-9 right now. Woodridge putting up a great fight from what I've seen. I mean, the hustle out of them has been rivaling the Rockets very, very well. Both teams are leaving it all out there. You definitely got to give them some credit for that.
100%. And the one, I'm going to say it again. The Bulldogs travel well. I mean, that might be one of the fuller of the stands that we have, and Peninsula's a good 25, 30-minute drive here.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's very solid. It's kind of brings me back to some of those Ravenna games in the past couple of years. I know they've always been a team that comes out.
Yeah, right up the road, right up 43 a little bit.
Yeah, I believe I heard down the grapevine that they brought a spirit bus, actually, so some of the people that came here came on a bus, but I don't know about that because I
heard up the grapevine, but I didn't see one in the parking lot when I was here, and I did a good lap. And I did not see one. I only saw the team bus, so that could have just been an urban legend.
Well, yeah, even then, I don't see a ton of students in there. But overall, just great crowd.
Yeah, we do have a varsity doubleheader tonight, so crowds are coming out for that. Guys and girls. Girls follow this game as Woodridge will be inbounding the ball to start the second quarter here shortly. And I'm gonna mention this. Looking over to our student section, this is probably the biggest one we've had all year. Quite frankly, news hit about second, third period today that Tom Nader was coming to the game. And Tom Nader, if you don't know, does an evaluation of student sections all throughout Portage County through Portage Sports. So it looks like they're kind of putting on a show for that. But now here's the Bulldogs passing around the horn. Chris Grable tightly on Blake Williams as he kicks it out.
Yeah, Williams just came back into the game after he got injured. And now Evans goes up with a floater, no good. Cook gets it. Now Laie will take it up. Laie drives. Athletic goes up and he's fouled.
Are they going to get it on the shot there? It looks like it's going to be on the shot. So Ethan Laie going to the line. His first line appearance tonight. That'll be Williams' second foul.
And Trevor, I think we could both agree after just watching so far, Laie, after Roscoe's gotten hurt, he's taken an extreme step up from where he's been playing earlier in the season.
100%.
He didn't take many shots. There was actually a couple games where he had 0 points, 1 point at most. But now it looks like he's actually finally using his athleticism to get to the basket like he used to do back his sophomore and junior year.
Yeah, he's starting to kind of settle in. At first, I think he was kind of taking that point guard role a bit too high. You know what I mean? He was only facilitating the ball, but now he's settling into being a bit of a scorer. As Johnson's layup's no good, rebounded by Maxa. Maxa no good, rebounded by Cook. And now here's Laie. Tie ball game, 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Laie going to set up an offense here, slow down the pace a little bit for the Rockets.
I would say Laie almost got the mismatch right there with Maxa, especially if he's trying to drive. That's not good. As Hodge gets it, kind of a weak pass there. Now Laie will drive, crossover, spin around. Fade away, no good. Rebounded by Moore. Narrowly gets it out. Great rebound right there. It's Williams has it. Williams maxes it down low. Goes up contested. Does not get the and one. So, although he is fouled, you're just happy. You got to be happy that he missed a shot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, really, when you got a guy that big going up against you, I mean, that's what number 3 or 4 for the layups that he's missed tonight. That's good for the Rockets defense. Like, I mean, there's no one close to his height out on the floor. I think Laie might be the closest. Laie standing at about 6'1", 6'2".
Now you're pushing it if you're saying 6'1" even. 6'2", I don't know about that. Yeah, no, Laie.
If you look at Maxa, he's got a good 2 inches on Laie on top of his hair, and Laie's hair gives him another inch. As Maxa makes those 2 free throws.
And a sub's coming in.
That'll bring the Bulldogs lead up to 2. We're just under 7 minutes in the first half. Here's Laie to bring it up for the Rockets.
Yeah, you got to be able to sink some free throws, and that's exactly what he did right there. Even if he's not making the layups, you sink free throws and you're hitting them efficiently. It really doesn't matter how good of a game you're having in terms of putting it in the basket. It's Laie with it, guarded by Maxa. Cook has a mismatch here. Definitely has an opportunity to get a basket as he goes up. No good, gets his own rebound. Shades of Charles Barkley here as he gets his own foul. And so now Cook going to the line, definitely taking a step up. And that's what I've loved to see from the Rockets so far. Ever since Rossio went down, he was averaging about 16 a game. Everybody else is stepping up. Cook has stepped up. Laie has stepped up. The whole team is stepping up right now. Now Cook misses his first. I remember last game, he shot 6 free throws in the first quarter, made 5 out of 6. So he's definitely looked impressive so far from the free throw line. I think it's just this big crowd right here that's really getting to him. As he sinks the second. You know, in my opinion, I've always said the second's the most important one to make, so that way you stop the fast break. So that's definitely a good thing for him, as Moore will take it up. Now Stahl, only been in the game just a little bit. Now Evans with it. Now Williams Clay drives. No good, kicks it out to Evans. Now Stahl, corner 3. And that's no good. It'll be rebounded by Williams Clay. So he tries to get it out. He gets pushed out of bounds. Man, just a tough play there. I'm surprised that came down with the rebound. Everything's working out for him good, though. Very, very competitive ball game. Rockets are only down 1 with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left. Wasn't so close last time the Rockets played the Bulldogs.
No, it was not this close.
So definitely giving them a good run so far. It's in our Rockets taking it up. Laie with it. Robinson with the give and go. He gets caught in the trap, holds on to it, kicks it out to Hodge. Way to keep a hold of it.
And now the Rockets are moving that ball around. Janier Cook goes up. That's good for 2. Woodridge's coach is very upset about that. They're looking for a charge call. Janier Cook kind of just bodied the guy.
Yeah, fans are not happy about this one. Rockets are loving it, though. Can't complain too much. Max, a corner 3, and it's good. He can rebound. He can get in the paint. He can shoot threes. What can't he do? This is going to be a tough matchup for the Rockets.
This will be a tough matchup indeed.
And so now Laie guarded by Stoll. Trying to hit him with the misdirection. He spins. So athletic out there. Cook goes up for the layup, and it's good. Cook looking phenomenal. These fans are getting hyped up so far. 14-14, all tied up. Now Williams Key with it. Moore goes up.
Well, Janier Cook with the attempt at the charge.
Yeah,
More kind of
gotta give him some credit for it.
You know, you gotta love the attempt.
And so Laie will take it up. Laie looking around, guarded by Evans. Cook, very, very solid start out of the game so far. Hop steps, Laie. Laie drives, spins around, Cook. And Cook's reach-in foul is called on Evans. Evans not happy with the ref, kind of having a little bit of confrontation there. So now the subs are coming in. Ginger Giants coming out for Dallas Morris, and Hodges coming out for Monroe. All of Woodridge isn't very happy right now. Coach is giving a little bit of banter down there as Robinson gets the inbound. Now Cook with it. Cook in a little bit of a mismatch, and he'll take an opportunity with it. He's called for the travel. Now Cook plays a physical game, just caught up a little bit in that trap there and got tripped up. Definitely like that he noticed that there was a mismatch there and decided to capitalize on that.
100%. So now the Bulldogs are taking up the court quickly. Now it's over to Moore. Moore looking around, gives it to Maxa. Maxa for 3. That doesn't fall. And it goes out of bounds. Looked like it's going the way of the Rockets. And a very physical game. And we were talking about coaches there a little bit. And the one thing, head coach Ian Adams for the Woodridge Bulldogs, his second season as a head coach, only 29 years old. And we talked about this last year. This is Coach Marcini's 15th season, if I'm not mistaken. So a little bit of coaching experience difference there, but really impressive. 29 years old as the head coach.
Well, yeah, but you know the way I see it is, sometimes young guys, they kind of bring a new light to coaching, and sometimes it actually leads them to success. Now, they only have one MAC loss right now, and that's just an example of sometimes how just because they're young doesn't mean they're not good coaches.
Yeah.
So the travel is called as Woodridge has the ball now, up 2. Still a very, very close game. Now Johnston with it, hits Moore. Moore uses his slim figure. As a block is called for Morris. Yeah, and fouls are just getting dished out left and right. I'm surprised we haven't seen it go into the bonus yet.
Yeah, it's been close. The first quarter, I think the Bulldogs were at 4 there in the first quarter. Now it's 2 to 3 in the fouls. Rockets are behind in the fouls, kind of. You know what I mean? Really, they're ahead, but they're behind technically.
It's on Moore's first free throw. No good. And see, this is when we can start talking about free throws, Trevor. Because as you know, when me and Trevor talk about free throws, unfortunately, they never make them.
No.
So as a Streetsboro fan myself.
Moore, an excellent free throw shooter here. He misses the second. It is a curse. Well, a blessing and a curse. As Morris gets the steal, he's driving up 2-on-1. There's P.J. Robinson, gets swatted at, and he makes the layup. That ties the ball game up. 3 minutes left in the first half.
This is a good start so far. Now Williams with it, hits Moore. Decides not to go up for the three. As a reach and foul is called on Robinson.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be a push on Robinson there. Yeah, they're going to get Robinson on a push. That'll be his second foul tonight. Rockets third in the second quarter.
Hey, Robinson already with 5 points. He's looking solid so far. He's hitting the shots he needs to hit. He's been very, very good in transition. I think that's really what's keeping this game so close. And so now Moore will take it up. Moore seems like he hasn't been subbed out all game. Played a ton of minutes so far, really just running the offense. Now Maxa with it. Don't give him too much room. But he misses it. Laie hustles out a rebound. Laie looking phenomenal so far. All the way down to Hodge. Now Cook with it. Cook gets caught. Laie a little bit too deep. Hodge, corner three. It's
bang! Good. Come on. Braden Hodge contested corner three to get the lead. That's just a momentum shot right there, and you can hear it here in this gym.
I mean, that's exactly what we talked about before. Hodge needs to take more shots, and he's absolutely taking them. And that's out of bounds, going the way of the Rockets.
And just like that, a huge momentum shift to the Rockets. You can hear it over here, all around us up here in the booth. And then over there, if you look at it, it's a sea of stillness.
And this gym is getting loud.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Definitely the biggest turnout we've had so far. And so, Laie has it. Monroe, they decide to slow it down. And I actually agree with this idea. You don't want to play it too sloppy. Especially, if you start getting quick, that's when you do get sloppy. So take their time. They have the lead right now. And just keep getting efficient buckets.
And in high school, there is no shot clock, so the Rockets can stand here, pass it around as much as they want, create a good shot, as there's Morris with the ball over on the left wing, up to Cook at top. Cook picks up his dribble, gives it to Laie. Laie driving in, goes up for two. That falls. Rockets 21. That extends their lead to 5. Minute 44 left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and Laie, his signature's always been the floater. And if charge is called, going the way of the Rockets.
And Janier Cook didn't even fall on that one.
You don't need to fall.
Yeah,
all you need to do is get pushed back a little bit.
And sorry, you guys, I believe you missed that one there. We were having a little bit of technical difficulties.
Well, hopefully we drew it up perfect for you guys. It's, as Laie takes it up.
Janier stood there like a statue and took a bunch of contact.
Laie, guarded by Williams. He goes up, hits it to Hodge. Tipped. Hodge gets it, though. Hodge taking a huge step up from last year as he barely got any minutes. Now, dropping great points. Just got 15 last game as Morris will get it. Only a sophomore is Hodge. Now Monroe. Cook with it. Cook backs him down, sees the mismatch. He spins, and a travel is called. Cook has to keep his feet planted. Hasn't had a lot of, he's had a lot of travel so far. So no Evans with it. Williams Clay. Evans. Evans guarded by Hodge. Hodge, I said defensive integrity has just absolutely been off the charts recently. And so now Williams with it. Williams drive, spins, fadeaway, left-handed, mid-range, no good. Really about it. Goes back up, and that's good. And that'll be Stoll's first basket of the night. Now with 30 seconds left, Rockets are up 3. Likely to hold out for the shot clock right here. Give them the lead going in for half. And by the way, don't leave just at halftime because we'll have Marcelo here with a halftime analysis. Mm-hmm. Does a great job with his halftime report.
Yeah, breaking down kind of, and really the one thing, if I'm talking about the halftime, I'm going to talk about the energy here because more people are filtering in even as the game continues on. As there is a good contested layup for Ethan Laie. Buzzer sounds. We'll end the first half. 23-18's Rocket lead by 5. What a first half.
These guys are absolutely pumped right there. You see Laie
and
flexing on him a little bit.
The Rockets
left-handed layup. I mean, you got to give that to him. That's a great shot right there.
The Rockets really picked it up. But now we're going to take a quick second, and Marcelo will come have a seat in the chair for the Marcelo Vecchio halftime show.
All right, I'm Marcelo Vecchio with your halftime report. Great game here from the Rockets from both sides. 23-18 is our halftime score. Our leading points for Streetsboro is currently Junior Cook with 8 points, followed by Ethan Laie with 7 and Braden Hodge with 3. Great night played by all 3 of those guys. You know, Junior Cook has just been outstanding, really getting in there, playing great, getting in that rough kind of play style, willing to get those rebounds, go and steal the ball, driving down, you know, and it's just been a great game from them tonight. And Woodridge has been able to keep up even though they're down. It's just been, you know, the end of that second half. I think they were just trying to get in and reset. So I'm not going to count Woodridge out just yet, but if the Rockets can do what they did in the end of that first half, it'll be great for them. And, you know, Streetsboro's path to winning is taking advantage of those mismatches. The speed difference between these two teams is unbelievable, just absolutely insane from, you know, comparatively speaking, from Streetsboro to Woodridge. A lot of those guys, you know, they run track here at Streetsboro. Ethan Laie is a big runner. Braden Hodge, big runner too, you know, and then just Junior Cook is also a huge contributor to that, kind of creating that power and also that combination of speed that he has from football. And then, you know, Woodridge has just been, they just haven't been able to keep up with Streetsboro's speed, and that's been kind of their issue. But then again, their size is completely, you know, that's what's kept them in this game, has been their ability to drive in and get the buckets over Streetsboro, on top of, you know, some of them are a little bit smaller and having that speed. But that's been their big issue, is just they have not been able to keep up with Streetsboro speed-wise. But, you know, throughout the season, Streetsboro has made a huge jump, starting winless through the first couple games and then just shooting up. I mean, at one point, they had only won 1 game through the first, you know, 5 games. They just could not win games. And now, all of a sudden, they're 7-8, and, you know, they're in contention for the MAC. It's just been absolutely incredible to see from them. And even so, these past couple games they've been missing Ryan Roscoe, which, you know, even then they're still able to keep up with some of these better teams. Speaking of Ryan Roscoe, he's still their leader in points, field goal percentage, rebounds per game, and many other stats, including free throws per game and total points throughout the season. Leading the team in assists is Ethan Laie, he's been taking a big step up in points, which has been great to see from him because he's kind of the leader of this squad, you know, calling the plays, running the point. So it's great to see him getting in that work and, you know, starting to get those points that he really does deserve to be getting. He just has gotten more confidence in taking those shots. Box per game is also Ethan Laie. He's kind of this, you know, if it's not Ryan, it's Ethan. So it's great to see him stepping up. And, you know, Braden Hodge, you know, I know Bryce mentioned it earlier, you know, kind of later into the quarter, but he has taken a big step up from comparatively to last year. You know, he didn't get a lot of minutes last year, was kind of overshadowed by all the other teams. and just kind of it's been great to see him step up into that leadership role and kind of that three-point guard that, Streetsboro has needed. I know last year they had Murray, who was great, but, wasn't that three-point threat that Hodge was, and, Hodge is unbelievable. And, to jump over to the Woodridge side tonight, leading the team, tied with leading the team, is Brendan Evans and Carter Maxa with 7 points each, and Kellen Moore with 2 is followed shortly behind. And, to go back to Junior Cook and Ethan Laya, the two biggest contributors throughout this game. Junior Cook has 5 rebounds and 2 assists, which is huge when you think about it. Kind of getting that ball and able to get the ball back for Streetsboro to be able to get them to put up those points. And Ethan Laya also having 4 assists, which is great to see from him. Great to see him, again, stepping up through that role. And, again, to just kind of show you guys how crazy it is. I mean, we know that Streetsboro is fast, but, they haven't been able to use their speed, even though Ethan Laya is a huge dude. I mean, he towers over most of Streetsboro's team and makes, Woodridge's team look small at times. And, he just hasn't used that size, but now he's kind of using that size. Instead of trying to utilize his speed, mostly he is currently now using his size in a combination of his speed to get open and get those easy baskets. And then still getting those good assists that we all need. And then, Junior Cook has been stepping it up too and scoring and rebounding and just kind of being that team player. And, Hodge, again, just that three-point threat this team needs. But, here in the next couple minutes, we're going to have Bryce and Trevor come back, take care of you guys. I'm Marcelo with your halftime report.
Alrighty, and welcome back to the second half of today's game. The current score is 23-18 Rockets. Definitely a lower scoring game, if anything. It's been solid so far, though. They're definitely doing everything they need to do, especially on the defensive side, really. I mean, 23 points isn't bad. I mean, if you win a game, you get 50 points. That's not bad. I'm not saying that's bad, but holding Woodridge, a very competitive team, to 18, that's what's really impressed me so far.
Yeah.
And if they could just keep up this defense during the second half, they could slowly start to chip away and hopefully win this game. And so Laie will take it up, as they did not win the tip-off. Now, granted, Maxa is like 6'5", so that's a hard tip-off to win. Now Robinson with it. Cook. Hits Robinson. Robinson now back to Hodge. Gets his own rebound. Or sorry, not rebound. Just keeps the ball in his possession as Laie has it. Let's go. Now Cook uses the mismatch. Now they got all the time in the world. There is no shot clock, so they could just take their time and wait for the best possible shot. As Laie will go up contested. There's a ball's putting into the stands going the way of Woodridge.
Yeah, Laie looking for a foul there. The crowd obviously not happy with that one.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely sloppy, but I'm glad that they took their time there and waited for a good shot, because that wasn't, I mean, it was contested, but that was not a poor shot by any means, in my opinion. And so now Evans with it. And Maxa just so tall, hard to contest out there as he misses it, though. And the jump ball is called.
Yeah, Maxim, he's, what, 0 for 3 tonight from the three-point line?
He did hit a 3 in the beginning. He hit his first 3,
yeah.
so he's 1 for 3.
Yeah, or 1 for 4. I know he has 3 misses.
And now Maxa with it. Yeah, really hard to stop that ball from getting into his hands, but he just puts his hand up. But Hodge will get it. No problem with Hodge getting the ball.
Easy layup there in transition. Rockets extend their lead to 7 as Bulldogs take it up quick. They're moving around. Moore has it on the left side. Now here is
Williams has it. Evans with it. Evans drives. Down to Maxa. Maxa, easy layup. Just hard for Laie to guard. Now, timeout already called by, was that Streetsboro's timeout?
I think it's going to be. No, that was Woodridge. So Woodridge uses another timeout. That'll be a half 30-second. And Rockets lead only at 5 now, back down to 5.
Yeah, and I saw Hodge was getting a little bit kind of chewed out there by the coaches. Must have maybe hit the wrong defender there or whatnot. I mean, he just got a steal, so clearly he did something right. But see, that's the level of expectation from Marcini. It doesn't matter if you hit a great steal this play. If you do something wrong on defense the next, he looks for consistency.
Yeah.
But now Rockets have it. Now inbounding for the Rockets is Laie. Honestly, he's been adjusted to the point guard position very well so far. Actually, I'm very, very impressed. And so now Cook with it. It's Grable. Now, Cook narrowly holds on to it, goes up on 4 guys, gets called for the free throw. And that was impressive.
Very impressive there for Cook.
Well, see that right there, that's what I like to call the shooter's mentality. He wasn't looking how many guys were around. He was looking, do I have a shot at the basket and am I willing to take it? And that answer is almost always yes.
Yeah.
And that's not discrediting him. He makes a lot of shots. He gets to the free throw line a lot. He is a hustle guy. But especially on a team where they had a slow start at the beginning of the season, see, these are the type of shots that we need to start taking. And I'm glad that we are taking them.
100%.
Missed his first free throw, though. Just a little bit off tonight. Misses his second. Rebounded by Moore. Now Williams, Clay will take it up. Evans, 4-3. It's good. Nothing but net. Pretty deep, guarded by Hodge.
Evans happy about that one. That'll put him at 10 points tonight.
Yeah, I know we had 7 in the first quarter, so they definitely did make a defensive adjustment. First basket since the first. So now Laie with it. Does a good job keeping a hold of that ball. Waiting for something. Gives it to Cook. Now Cook gets the matchup he's looking for. Now Hodge almost loses it. Gets down on the ball. Out of bounds, going the way of the Rockets. But that's good defense right there from Kellen Moore. And so Cook now passing in. Hits Laie. Laie is just going to take their time. Currently up 2. Not the type of lead you want to have, but the type of lead we'll take here. Hits Hodge. Now Laie with it.
Hodge wide open
corner
three.
Oh, we were waiting for it there.
Well, I mean, the whole place was waiting for
Maxa
it.
gets the rebound. Moore goes up.
Chris Grable getting called with the block there. You got to set your feet, and that's a time where you really want to take a charge. Moore is just wildly jumping into the lane. Chris Grable, you just got to set your feet and take a charge there.
Yeah, it's a tough shot, but we're not looking at an and one. So he definitely did the right thing of if you're getting a foul, make sure it's well contested.
Yeah.
Now Moore looks very solid so far tonight. He's kind of sharing the point guard responsibilities with Evans. Only his 3rd basket of the night, but similar to how Laie played at the beginning of the season, numbers just don't show it all sometimes. Now misses his 2nd. Get the offensive rebound. On the floor with it. Cook's down, and Laie gets it. The whistle's blown. And Marcini calls a timeout, making sure they can keep a hold of the ball there. And coaches are just scrapping by right now. Rockets now only having the lead down to 1 right now. Starting to get a little bit scary for the Rockets. Came in with a 5-point lead, dropping it down, now only up 1. He's got to keep adjusting at this point.
And, if you don't already, be sure to follow our social medias. We're on YouTube, which is what you're watching this on right now, or search up Rocket Sports Network on Instagram and Facebook, or Streetsboro Athletics on X. Right there, you guys can follow us. Keep updated with all of your Streetsboro sports updates.
One thing to note that Woodridge and Streetsboro do very similarly is both of them don't run super deep with their bench. Woodridge has only ran about 7 guys. Same with Streetsboro so far, only running about 7 guys. As Laie gets wide open. Doesn't go out of bounds, but he kind of misses the pass there. Grable full sprinting down. Steele's got. Laie with it. Hodge, no corner 3. Well, we were looking for it. It's out of bounds, going the way of the Rockets.
Yeah, it'll tip off the hands of Williams Clay. Coach Marcini upset about something there. I think he wants Hodge to let that fly. And a very fast-paced game here in the second half. This is going to become a game of who's better conditioned because these guys are hustling out here. Rockets bench a bit deeper than that Bulldogs bench. As Junior Cook has it under the hoop in a horde of Bulldogs. As the ball.
Grable not happy. PJ not happy. The whole lineup out there isn't happy.
Yeah, they're gonna call a foul on PJ Robinson. The place isn't happy about that one. Robinson kind of got a bit of a toss there.
Yeah, these guys are just not happy about that. But see, that right there, that's the type of anger you need coming into these close games. Sometimes it's a call like that maybe you don't agree with that kind of gets the team pumped up right there.
Yeah, you got to take that anger and make sure you use it correctly, though. You can't take it out as aggression. Well, positive aggression. You can't take it out as negative. You got to keep your cool, but still play aggressive. Use that fire. Now here's Ethan Laie.
Laie hits Grable. Grable hasn't taken a shot yet. Cook, 4-3. No good, narrowly misses it. Definitely had great improvements to his 3-point shot so far. Evans with it now. Guarded by Morris. Wide open in the corner is Williams. He can't sink it. But Williams Clay goes up, tries to get the rebound. Out of bounds, going the way of the Rockets. And they're just taking shots at this point. Haven't scored in a little while. Very, very low scoring game.
Yeah.
Now the full court presses ran. Hodge coming up, just making sure they get the ball in.
Yeah, it looks like the Bulldogs are going to settle back into a half-court man here. So Rockets take the ball up. Ethan Laie being met right at half-court by Blake Williams.
Now Laie drives. Hits Monroe. Monroe spins around. Hop step. Goes up contested. No good. No fouls called there. And Laie gets back on defense quick. Moore spins. Goes up. And Laie tried to get the block. A foul is called. Laie not happy about this one.
Yeah, looks like They're getting light. I don't even know what that hand signal was. I've never seen it before in my life. Maybe they're just going to say you made some contact there.
It's a general shooting foul. I was almost wishing we were going to see Laia's first technical foul. He used to get a ton of those.
Not a ton.
He gets a lot of texts. He loves talking to the refs.
He's gotten a couple.
But hasn't quite hit anything just yet, which is honestly good. I think it's partially because of soccer. He started getting them less and maybe started seeing better results. So I think it's just kind of starting to think everything out more. Rockets now down by 2. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. Monroe has it. So now Morris gets stuck with it. Now Monroe. Yeah, and Rockets just looking solid so far. Really just trying to rest some of the starters right now, getting ready for the fourth quarter. As Laie goes up with the layup. That's good. Laie. Very, very solid. 9th point of the night. Doing everything he needs to do correctly. And so now all the way down is Evans.
Moore with a corner 3. That's no good. Out of bounds off the hands of Maxa there. Rockets will get possession.
And this has to be the closest game we've seen all year, Trevor. I mean, this has been neck and neck the entire game.
Yeah, it's a tie ball game right now. 2:54 left. Now here's Laie.
Wow. Student section is just going absolutely nuts the whole game. You could definitely feel their presence here. Because I've had to talk a lot louder this whole game. And, typically it's a brisk talk as a Laie with the foul, turnover. Maxa will take it up. Running the 1 through 5. Man, that is a tough guy to guard. The spin pass. Evans really showing off tonight. He drives in, goes up contested, doesn't make it, but he's going to the line.
You're going to get a foul there. I'm curious to see who this one falls on. This one's going to go on Monroe, his second foul of the night. Rockets 4th this quarter. So we're getting close to that bonus territory for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and the coaches are talking right now, just trying to figure out what's going on because, although they're playing really good defense, the offense just hasn't quite been clicking right now. And so Hodge having a pretty stellar night so far. He's shooting the 3 ball well, efficiently, should I say. Everybody's just playing out of their shoes right now. Laia's sitting with 9. Cook has 8.
As both free throws were sunk there. Here's Morris now to take it up for the Rockets.
Laie, a true point guard now with it. Laie, great season so far. As he drives, uses his handles for the better. Morris down low. He spins. Tough pass. Don't know who that was intended for. But Cook has it. Goes up. Called for the foul. He's shooting too. Man, Cook doing a great job getting to the line. He's been doing that good all season, especially showing that tonight. Woodridge's team not super happy about this one.
And this gym is it's getting loud in here. I keep having to turn down our crowd mic here because you can't hear us, but Jameer Cook going to the line in a bit of a hostile environment.
Yeah, and that's definitely a tough time to go make some free throws, especially when you hear the whole gym yelling. He sinks the first. Our student section over there, that's the quietest I've heard them all night. And this is also the fullest I've seen, and we're all the way to the back.
Yeah. Yeah, what, 1 row empty up there, just the top row?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Most we've seen is Cook sinks the second.
And this game is tied up once again, 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. We got ourselves a ball game here.
Let me tell you, if you're not entertained, do you even have a pulse, Trevor? Because this is a phenomenal basketball game. So Maxa with it. Down low's Moore. And Laie does a great job of contesting it.
They're going to call him for a foul there on that one. Laie went down to the hardwood there. And, if you're looking for some more sports content, follow us on our podcast, Behind the Bench, for interviews exclusive with Streetsboro High School athletes. Behind the Bench is on all major streaming platforms, as well as rock889.com. I believe we're on a bit of a hiatus with that right now. Looking for a new host. Former host Arthur Scott went down to Wisconsin, and we've been in search, but I think fairly soon we're going to get some more content up there, so be sure to look out for that and follow us on all major streaming platforms.
Yeah, one thing I always like to point out, Trevor, is as soon as Laie went down, even after a physical play like that, Williams of Woodridge was the first guy to help him up. Even an intense game like this where it's close, and Woodridge has kind of become Streetsboro's rival this year for God knows why.
Well, even I was talking to Coach Marcini before the game, and he even said this has kind of been almost a 10-year rivalry. It's been brewing and brewing every year until it's kind of became what it is today.
Yeah, so no, Hodge has it. Hits Morris. Really spending a lot of time outside the key. So now Cook gets caught with 3 guys. He tries his best. He's called for a jump ball. And now Laie's upset. Finally talking to the ref a little bit. Ref's just ignoring him. Probably for the better. Still, it's going to be the Rockets' ball, so you can only be so upset about it.
Yeah, I'm a little confused on what everyone's upset about here.
I mean, he had 3 guys on him with the ball. I don't necessarily agree with the jump ball there. Or, I mean, sorry, disagree.
Yeah. It was simultaneous possession. I don't know what everyone's worked up about.
And so Cook has it. Hits Laie. And Laie's yelling at his team. Yeah, he's letting them know.
And there's a charge called? Like I said, I'm not an official. Never been to officialing school. And obviously they have a better vantage point than us, but I don't know what that was called on. Junior Cook ran, and they called a charge on him. He didn't even run towards the kid. Because now here is Moore to bring it up, and that pass is tipped by Ethan Laie out of bounds. Ethan Laie, he's getting upset there. You can see it on his face.
Yeah, Laie, I'm telling you, ever since he started rocking the sleeveless look, he's been a different man. That's his alter ego right now from what I've seen. Man, ever since then, he's so much more aggressive, so much more physical, better on defense, just in every way. He switches down to the center.
And that ball goes out of bounds, going the way of the Rockets.
Don't quite know what he was looking for there.
Yeah. And just
maybe some fans wanted some souvenirs. So Laie's going to take it up now.
Oh,
Laie.
That's got to go in the Bryce quote book.
Laie's got 9 points right now. Morris hasn't done much this game, hasn't scored quite yet. Shoots the 3 ball very, very efficiently, almost at 50% this season. So now Monroe thinks about it, decides not to take anything. And here comes Morris. He drives, goes up. No foul. Good attempt there, though.
Yeah,
it's no Maxa with it.
I'd love to see a bit more board crashing there for the Rockets. You know, you got to get in there, go for the rebounds. As Moore just runs in, kind of chucks it up at the hoop with nothing on his mind as the clock winds down on the third quarter. We got 8 minutes left to play here in Streetsboro, Ohio. 29-31. Rockets are trailing. Wow. What a game.
This is incredible. I mean, this has to be the closest game we've seen all year.
Yeah.
Only down
100%.
2.
Yeah.
The crowd is just insane. I mean, again, like you said, have to keep turning down the crowd, miking up our mics because this crowd is just so loud.
The crowd is very into the game, and that honestly, it makes it better for the players. I don't think I've seen the Rockets play with this intensity besides when they were playing in front of a crowd this size. And like we said, girls game coming up right after this, so we're starting to get some of those fans filtering in. And there's not a whole bunch of space. I'm looking around in the stands around us, and there's not a whole bunch of space open, which I love to see. And the players got to love the atmosphere here. And also, while we've got a little bit of time here, we can talk about tonight's player of the game, brought to you by Giannino's Pizza on State Route 303 in the Streetsboro Plaza. They offer pizza, chicken, and JoJo's along with hot Italian subs. You can have them cater your next party or event. Call them at 330-626-4700. I'm really thinking Junior Cook is a very high possibility here. 10 points. He's been aggressive all game, getting in there, looking for steals, trying to get – he got that one charge, and you know me. I love a charge. I love a good charge.
Well, yeah, and like we talked about at the beginning of the game, that's those glue guy, the glue guy. That's the type of plays that we talk about.
Yeah, Junior Cook. He only does have 2 points this half, though. Came into the second half with 8 points, only at 10 now, but
he's taking the shots he needs to take, and that's the biggest takeaway that I have. And so now Laie goes and gets the steal. As a foul is called, going the way of the Rockets. Laie. That's a hustle player out there. Him and Cook are going to go back and forth for Giannino's player of the game. I'm telling you right now. Because those two are hustle players.
They'll just be passing it back and forth every week.
Yeah, and so now Laie, he's gotten a couple times this year so far. Definitely deserves it, though. So he's guarded by Williams. Give and go to Robinson. Ran this play a couple times so far. Hits Cook down low to Hodge. 4-3. Oh, no good. I saw it.
He's just off tonight. You saw the crowd was into it, and that ball goes out of bounds away of the Rockets.
Yeah, Trevor, I saw you rise up a little bit there.
I was ready for it.
Scoot my chair back a little bit. If you're going, I'm going.
I almost took I almost ripped your headset off your head with that one.
Oh, God. It's an Olay down low.
To Cook under the hoop, blatantly fouled, but it's not called. And now here is Williams Clay to bring it up over to Williams. He goes up for two, no good.
Hodge volleyballs that out.
Hodge, picked up by Moore. Moore over to Stoll. Stoll now. It's Maxa under the hoop. Grable on him tight.
Maxa just using his height. Hard to contest. But Grable's big enough. We don't call him the Ginger Giant for no reason. Get in there, Grable. There you go. Oh, but he's called for a foul, and Grable's just not happy. Not happy at all.
Grable upset. Good job controlling himself there. You saw him do a little hop. He calmed down, gave the ball to the ref. But, once again, not to talk bad about the refs, but I didn't see anything there. I played a lot of basketball in my time, and that was just a good job picking off the pass. But now here is Williams at the top of the key for the Bulldogs.
Laie gets the steal. Comes back into the possession. Maxa has it. Maxa double teamed. He's so big it doesn't even matter. He tries to go up, and he's called. Laie not happy at all. Maxa shooting too.
And I got no words.
Well, it was a foul. I don't think there's a – there was contact there.
I know, but Laie, I'm starting to see it. He's starting to lose his temper a little bit, and that's not what you want to see out of him. We got 6 minutes, 45 seconds left. He's already got 3 fouls. He can't afford to be, getting in his own head and getting fouls like that.
And correct me wrong, that was the first point total in the fourth quarter. He misses the rebound. Gets the rebound, misses the shot.
And Moore goes
Moore's
up.
Shooting too.
And now Chris Grable's called with the foul. And the ref is just staring him down. He's asking him to say something.
Hey, Grable, they need to think about this. And it looks like they're about to take Grable out.
Yeah, they're going to get Grable a sub to calm down a little bit.
And so Moore, like I said before, doing a great job running the offense. He misses his first. What did I say, Trevor? We start talking about free throws, they start missing them.
Yeah. We might as well just talk.
Yeah,
every free throw. and more. He's a pretty good free throw shooter. What can I say? As he misses his second, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
Now here's Ethan Laie.
Laie drives. He spins, loses the ball.
Junior Cook
Maxa
hustling
with
back on defense as Robinson tips it out. That'll stay the way of the Bulldogs.
And that's good ball right there.
Yeah.
You don't like that he lost it, but getting back on defense that quick.
Great hustle defense there by the Rockets, and that's something Coach was talking about. Rockets still trail by 3, 6.5 minutes left to go in the game. And here's Williams at the top of the key. Robinson on him tight. Robinson playing some good tight defense here. Rockets in man. Now it's down to Maxa, who loses the ball. Robinson picks it up, gives it over to Laie. Laie going to slow it down.
I agree. Take his time. He's called for a double dribble. Marcini ain't happy about that at all. And Rockets are getting very, very sloppy with only 6 minutes left. Had a 5-point lead, now down by 3.
Yeah, we got to reel it back in here for the rest of the fourth quarter. Down by 3. You got to keep your composure here. Set up right.
It's a one-shot game, but the way the momentum's looking, it's definitely in the favor of the Bulldogs right now.
Now here's Evans. Back over to Williams Clay. Down to Maxa. Maxa under the hoop. He'll drive in. Goes up for 2. That falls. Sends their lead to 5.
Just like that, it becomes 2 points. And then, that's exactly, what we were talking about, Trevor. It's not as much about the points as it is, what was I getting at?
It's Monroe under the hoop. He goes up. He's good for 2.
Saving the day, Trevor. I was about to say momentum, but.
bring the lead back down to 1. Rockets get something here to liven it up. And now here's Evans. Evans over to Williams. Williams back to Evans. Evans driving in. He goes up for 2. Not even touched by Ethan Laie. Called for a foul. Ethan Laie, that'll be his 4th foul tonight. He's got 1 more.
Only saw Laie foul out 1 time this season, and that was in the very first game against Coventry. He needs to calm down because the way that he's playing, he's keeping him in this game right now.
Yeah, we're get free throws. That's just putting points on the board.
So he sinks his first. At 15 points right now. Scored 7 in the first quarter, so they've definitely done a better job at locking him up. If locking him up was what you're calling him, I mean, he's still having a great game.
Yeah. Evans.
So he sinks his second.
That'll extend the lead to 5 again. Now here's Laie, 5.5 minutes left. Rockets got to do something here to make up some ground.
And so a timeout's called. Couldn't agree more with that timeout call. You know, just making sure we don't get the momentum too far out of hand. Going to take their time. I'm sure they're going to drop a play right here.
Yeah, slow the game down a little bit. Great timeout call by Coach Marcini. And the officials conferring down there about some, they're talking about where the ball's going out of bounds. But Coach Marcini, great timeout here. And really, if you're the Rockets, you just got to slow down the pace of play. You got to make it yours. You got 5 minutes. You got enough time to take your time and create a good shot. And you're only down 5. You're not out of the game. I know it kind of feels tough with the momentum against you, like it is right now, but you can easily pull that momentum back. You make a high energy 3, and then you get a steal, a block, something to get the ball back without losing any points, and just like that, you're back in the game. So really, the Rockets, they just need to settle down, sit down, play some solid defense, and make some shots.
Well, and see, that's the thing. You know, they're not quite hitting at a high percentage right now, but I've absolutely loved the shot selection from both teams tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
they're taking some great shots here tonight.
This is a very heavily defensive matchup. And, you know, we haven't seen this for a while coming out of the Rockets, but, you know, they're holding Woodridge to 36, which is not what happened last time they played them. Mm-hmm. So they're definitely doing a good job at that. You know, just kind of the hard part is it takes so much, you know, intensity when you're on defense that I think they're just having a little bit of trouble connecting on offense after.
And Janier Cook now to inbound it for the Rockets. Here we go. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left in the game. Braden Hodge now to Robinson. Down to Laie. Laie looking for an open cutter. He gives it up to Cook. And the Rockets are just going to pass the ball around here. Try to find an open shot. Adrian Monroe now. Gives it over to Cook in the corner. Cook drives, looking for something. He can't find anything. Gives it up to Robinson. Robinson now. Left wing. He drives. Loses the ball. Picked up by Maxon. Not what you need there if you're the Rockets. And now Williams to bring it up for the Bulldogs.
And the turnover's just been killing them so far tonight. I mean, you got to keep a hold of the ball, especially in these close games. As Moore goes up, hits it to Maxon. Maxon makes it. Now a 7-point lead. Rockets need to get it together. Only 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. This right here is where it counts.
And if you're the Rockets, you got to get it in between Maxon and the hoop. He's a big dude. You can't let him get an open shot to the lane. You got to get in between that and get your arms up.
Now Monroe with it. Cook, 4-3. Bang! It's good. The timeout is called. Cook on fire tonight. Cook's only second 3, but he is killing them.
And he's the one bringing the momentum to the Rockets. Every time we need a good momentum 3, we can look to Janier Cook for that, and he's doing it just that for the Rockets. He brings it back down to only a 4-point lead. It's 2 scores. The Rockets can take the lead. And just like that, the momentum's kind of shifting back in the way of the Rockets, and that's what you need here when it's close at the end of the game.
And that right there, that was a good timeout.
Oh,
because that when you get a momentum shot like that and you call a timeout early, that's how you keep a lead. So all props right there to the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to give them some credit on that.
Oh, 100%. He's a very skilled coach over there. Only second year being a head coach, 29 years old, as we talked earlier. Very, very smart coach. I give credit where credit's due. He's a really good coach, and he has a bright future ahead of him. I could see many years, maybe even a coaching Hall of Fame for him.
Why aren't you shooting high, Trevor? And so inbound the ball is going to be Evans. Evans guarded by Robinson. Robinson hasn't had quite the game he's wanted today so far, only having 5 points. But he's been doing everything right otherwise.
And another timeout called for the Bulldogs.
And that's momentum shifting right there.
I'm going to let you hear this crowd.
Well, they settled down, so that was pretty anticlimactic, Trevor.
Right as I turn it up, they settle down, of course.
Yeah, you just take our word for us, guys. They were going nuts.
but a huge momentum shift there for the Rockets. Bulldogs call a timeout because they can't get the ball past half court. They were this close to having that 10-second violation. So, you know, this is exactly what I just told them to do. They're listening to me.
Yeah, you see, I interviewed Robinson last game, and he told me that the one thing that he's really think he's made the biggest step in is his defensive intensity. And we've seen it. That was exactly what we just saw right there. He got the bump, almost got the reach and foul, and he went back for more, and he got it. And so that's exactly what we need to see out of him. That's what we've seen out of everybody. And that's why this game is so close right now.
Oh, 100%. That aggressiveness on defense is what's keeping the Rockets in this game right now. They're staying on top of it. They're hot on the Bulldogs' heels. They're not. Once you get across, even sometimes before half court, but especially once you cross half court, you got a man with that in front of you for the entire time you're down on that offensive side of the court. And that's really tough as an offensive player because it's nearly impossible to create a shot. Really, the only way they're going to be able to get to the hoop is if they get it into Maxa and he can do something under the rim. So hopefully the Rockets can keep it out on the outside. Now we got 4 minutes left to play. Rockets trail by 4. Bulldogs ball with a full court man from the Rockets. And a 5-second violation. Rockets get ball on their half of the court. This place is going nuts.
Laie went out, came right back in. I think he totally like maybe 0.2 seconds out of the game. So definitely. I talked to Laie a little bit earlier in the season. He said, "Man, they play me a lot," and I was like, "Yeah, you're right." I mean, we just saw it right there. I think he stepped out and after 5 seconds came right back in. So.
Not even a full not even a possession out. Now here's Robinson back to Laie. They're dancing around at the top of the court. Laie gets it down to Cook. Cook to Monroe. Monroe at the top of the key. He's passing it around to Cook.
Now Cook with it. Cook backing him down. Hits Monroe. Monroe for 3. No good. Laie with the rebound. Back up. It's good. Laie with the putback layup. He's been doing it all game. He's doing it again.
And the Rockets back down to a two-point differential. 3 minutes left, and the ball's off the foot of Evans, out of bounds. Rockets pick it up before it even goes out. There's Robinson up for 2, and he gets fouled. He's going to the line.
And that one hurt Robinson.
Yeah, he's staying down after that one. Looks like he's getting it up, shaking it off. Maybe get a little bit of an eye poke there.
Doing it for the crowd.
Oh, he loves it. You heard the energy in this place. That's exactly what I talk about, the momentum shift. You get 1 or 2 good possessions, you score some points, you get some stops, and now just like that, the Rockets have a chance to tie it here with Robinson at the line, and I'm not going to say anything about his free throws.
Well, and that's just the thing about Robinson right here is the defense right there to go get the steal and then to go take it himself. As soon as he got that steal, I mean, Cook was open. Yeah. I knew he was taking it because that right there is what we talked about before, the scorer's mentality.
Yeah.
When they want to go take that shot, they're going to take that shot.
Robinson with the second. I'm looking over here. Not even. He misses it. But rebounded by Maxa. Maxa now holding it. He gives it over to Moore. Moore bringing it up to Johnson. Johnson now back up to Evans.
And
Evans going to hold it.
They've been running the point guard most of the game so far. Definitely nothing has changed. Puts it out to Williams Clay. And
ball is stolen by Monroe. Monroe to Robinson. Robinson drives in, and he's fouled under the hoop. He's going back to the line.
Students section going absolutely nuts right now. Like we said before, Robinson, he knew he was taking that shot. He knew there was going to be contact, but he puts his body on the line for this game, and that's exactly what he did right there.
And one thing I'd like to point out, down in the student section, I'm taking a look over there to the left. The entire wrestling team in their singlets, I love to see the support across teams, especially in a smaller school like this. The majority of our students are athletes, so you get the whole team out there. Number one, that's great team building for that, as Robinson sinks the first, ties up the game, 3 minutes left, but also it increases the atmosphere because you're with all your teammates, so you guys are already high energy, and you're cheering on a Streetsboro team, so you just got that Rocket pride flowing through your veins. Robinson now at the line for the second.
And something to note, Laie is
shots
not
up,
in the
it
game
falls.
right now.
Rockets take the lead. Sorry to cut you off.
You're good, brother. You're good. Hey, I'm excited too, man. Laie out of the game right now, probably trying to make sure he doesn't foul out.
Yeah.
As he's stolen. Cook gets the ball. He holds on to it. Morris has it. Morris will take it up. Not quite a fast break as P.J. Robinson has it. Laie inching to get back in. He tells him to sit down, just go play offense right now. He's not coming in just yet. Monroe drives. Hits Hodge. Now Hodge right now only has 5 points, but he's doing the little things, getting those bump steals, doing everything that he needs to do. Definitely not having a bad game. No. He's just not taking what he's shooting efficiently, and that's the most he could look for.
Yeah, they're just not falling for him tonight. He's taking good shots. They're just not falling as Monroe gets an open lane. That's good. 41-38. Rockets take the lead, or can maintain their lead. 2 minutes left in the game.
Now this.
And this crowd is on its feet. Now there's Evans. Evans, 2, no good. Rebounded by Robinson. And now here's Monroe to slow it down. Janier Cook is going to take the point. And they're just going to slow this ball down. Keep, kind of.
There's a timeout is called.
Timeout for the Rockets. Just listen to this crowd.
Yeah, now this time we can finally hear them.
Yeah, there we go.
These guys are going nuts.
Like I said before, momentum is the biggest thing you can have in a basketball game, especially in high school basketball. You're in a tight enclosed gym. If you get the crowd on your side and they're going at it, everything you do is amplified by 100, and it really just demoralizes the other team because then you make a mistake, you're in your own head already, and then you got, I'd like to say, about 200, 180, 200 people sitting around here, and they're all cheering because you just messed up. That really plays with your head, and that's hard to recover from, especially as an away team. You're in a hostile environment, and the crowd is just absolutely hammering them. So I love to see it. It's one of my favorite parts of sports. I don't know.
Let me tell you something, though, Trevor. Up 3 right now, a lot of people might think defense is what's going to give it to them. That's just not it, though. You need to be strong on offense with these last couple of minutes in the game. Because if they stop scoring and only worry about defense, that's when you get out of the game.
Yeah. Really?
I'll go out on him.
I'm going to kind of piggyback off you here. It's not even scoring. It's possession. Possession is the most important thing you can have for the Rockets right now. They just got to keep that ball. You got 2 minutes left. Honestly, no shot clock in high school. It would be boring, but you could really just dribble out this clock. But the Bulldogs are playing tight defense. They're all over Monroe's.
Hodge saves it.
What a save by
gets
Hodge.
it.
Now here's Laie. Laie over to Monroe. Monroe, he was looking for Hodge. The ball skips out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's where, just like you said, possessions. That was a sloppy possession, and it paid off. Laie coming out, definitely don't want him to foul. I wonder if it's going to be one of those things where every single time it switches to offense, Laie comes in. But see, I don't know, because the problem is Maxa, he's been so well in the paint, and Laie's been doing a great job of locking him up. I know you don't want that foul, but it's what you need. Hey, Cook gets it. Cook on the fast break. He goes up.
He's fouled hard. He's
gets
going
the
to
foul.
The line.
And that's what he needs. Looking for the and one. Got the contact. And he's been a good free throw shooter.
Yeah.
All he needs to do is make 1, make 2, make this a 2-possession game. With only a minute 30 left.
That's really tough. That's a lot of pressure to put on the Bulldogs. Now here's Cook. And it falls. I added a little flair to it, rolled around the rim once or twice. Cook at 14 points now, 42-38. Rockets lead is now 2 possessions. Cook's second attempt, here it comes. No good, but it's tipped out to Hodge by Monroe.
Laie with it. Laie getting caught in the trap. They grab his arms. That is a foul.
A heavy foul. They're going to call that one there.
And that should be sending him into the bonus. Laie should be going to the line right now.
I believe that's a 5th. That foul's going to be on number 3.
Yeah, and Laie will be at the line.
I don't know. Oh, okay. Foul is going to be. Oh, okay. There we go.
There was a foul on Woodridge, but
Williams Clay. Monsieur Williams Clay as Laie sinks his first, extends the lead to 5. Rockets up by 5. A minute 23 to play here in Streetsboro.
Well, Laie's the guy you want taking the shots right now, and that's your team leader. That's your point guard, and that's the one that just sank his second. 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
Now
that guy is clutch.
Now it's 6 points. Rocket lead by 2 3-pointers. You can't just get any chump change here. As there's a 3 hucked up by Williams. It's no good. Rebounded by Maxa. Now Williams again. He drives in, gets a 2. Lead down to 4. 1 minute
Still
left
a 2-possession game right now. Hodge gets it. Hodge gets caught, and they foul him. Going to the line. Hodge shooting free throws. Little do they know, Hodge is a great free throw shooter.
Oh, a beautiful free throw shooter, and that's Williams. That's going to be his 4th foul.
That seems a little early to foul, Trevor.
That puts 3 Bulldogs in foul trouble. You got Williams Clay, and then also Evans, all in foul trouble, only 1 away from fouling out in tonight's contest.
Okay, so Rockets up 5. Still only a 2-possession ball game, but a tough 2 possessions at that with the way the Rockets have been playing offense.
Oh, for sure. And
6 to second. So now that's now 3 possessions or 2 threes. Yeah. All you need is good defense here. No, Evans with it. Hodge guarding him.
Rockets just need to
he
sit
drives.
down,
He goes down. A blocking foul is called.
That'll be the 5th on the Rockets this quarter, so the Bulldogs will go into bonus. Rockets lead by 6. Evans a chance to shorten their lead.
Yeah, and I'm almost wondering, why wasn't he going for the 3 there? I don't know if you have enough time to get 2 more possessions in. You might, I mean, I think you got to go for the 3.
You know, if you can get a foul there, maybe a quick 2 and then try to get a 3 right at the end. That must be what's going on there.
Yeah, I'm almost wondering if they're trying to go get that offensive rebound, because that's what they've gotten a lot this game, missing the second free throw and getting the offensive rebound. So it's definitely something to look for. Rockets still up 5. Now Evans with it. There's 17 on the night. He sinks his second. The full court press.
58 seconds left.
Robinson,
and
he gets
another
fouled.
Foul. Robinson going to the line now. And that'll be Evans' 5th foul. He's done for the night. He's got to go have a seat.
And if there's one guy you want to keep in the game, it's Evans.
I mean, he's, what was that, 17 points?
Yeah,
18?
yeah. He was at 17 points. No, sorry, 18 points.
Yeah, he was
18 points at the time.
Nearly at 20 points there.
But more so,
and
he
fouls
can
out.
shoot jump shots.
Oh, yeah, and he can pull a 3. He had the most 3s for the Bulldogs tonight. Robinson's first free throw falls, sending the lead back up to 5.
And so just as fast as he got subbed in, Stoll gets subbed out. Johnston coming in. No.
Oh,
Woodridge.
I've been saying Johnson this whole time, not Johnston.
Hey, still got some time left in the game.
Yeah,
It's
I got
all
some
right.
time to fix myself. Robinson sinks the second, leads back to 6.
And so all you can do right now is just take it slow. Don't give up an easy 3. You know, let them get to the paint if they need to.
Sit down, play fundamental defense. Rockets back in the 2-3. There's a corner 3 for Williams, no good. Rebounded by Robinson. 40 seconds left. Here's Cook. And they're going to slow it down. Cook
Can't
gives it
hold it
over to
too much.
Laie.
Laie with it now. Laie drives. Goes up left-handed. And a foul is called. He's shooting 2. Not that it would have mattered anyways because we're in the bonus.
Yeah.
But, you know, I give Laie some props. Most of the time he sees the guy in the corner out there. He's passing it away before he could even take a dribble. But the fact that he's, you know, he's staying like, I'm the man right now. You know, I'm our point guard, I'm our captain, and I'm going to show these guys why.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you think in that situation you kind of want to slow it down. But Laie knows they're playing real aggressive right now. I can get myself to the line, and I'm a confident free throw shooter as he sinks the first. 49-42, Rockets lead by 7, their biggest lead in the second half. Misses the second. Rebounded by Johnston. Now here's Moore. Moore to bring it up for the Bulldogs. 30 seconds remain. He'll go into the lane clean. Rockets not even risking a foul. Timeout.
I was going to say, Laie doing the right thing there, not jumping up too much as to not get a foul there, because if he did, he would be out of the game. Now, with a 2-possession game, 5 points, don't have a ton of time left on the clock, only about, 26 seconds, 27 seconds, I believe.
About 26, 27.
And so, with that amount of time left, the Rockets have no worry about, I mean, not that there's a shot clock, they have no worry about giving them enough time to win. The biggest part is sink your free throws when you're fouled. Don't give up dumb fouls to them.
Yeah.
If they take a layup, they take a layup. They need 2 more possessions. It's when you foul them at the 3-point line and then you go give them a 4 or 5 point play.
And that was some real smart defense there for the Rockets. They were up by 7 at the time. Let them get away. You know, get the ball back, keep that possession, and don't get a stupid foul. Don't give them an opportunity to score more.
The student section going absolutely nuts. I think they're telling them to go home. Don't do that in basketball, man. Oh, my God. I can't.
What?
Just don't tell the other team to go home in a game that's still winnable.
I am a
Don't
fan.
do it.
I love it.
I love the banter, but don't do it. It only leads to trouble.
I like a little bit of na-na-na-na, and they're going to be it.
Laie going to the line again. Laie at 14 points right now. And we said the race with Cook was going to be close.
Yeah.
It is close. I mean,
Laie really had an extraordinary second half. Cook more in the first half.
I don't know how you feel about it. I'm kind of leaning more towards Cook right now. I think the fact that he's kept Maxa to the amount of points that he has is pretty impressive.
Laie sinks the first. Rockets hit the 50 mark. Lead is at 6 once again. Laie sinks the second, brings it back up to 7. Now it's a 3-possession game.
Yeah, and Johnston, when they're trying to get the foul call, possession was over, though. There was no foul to give.
I think Monroe kind of fell into the ball there, but it was off a push, and that ball is just out of bounds. Pass to nobody. Rockets get the ball.
Going the way of the Rockets, and
21 seconds
never want to
left.
say it too early, but you're definitely getting close to game right now.
I love to hear it. Start the buses. Like I said, the crowd can play such a huge factor in this game.
Yeah, they just need to take their time right now.
Yeah, 20 seconds left. Start the buses. It's demoralizing. I've been in a game with the start the buses chant going, and it sucks. It you feel it in your chest, when they start the buses.
Now Laie going back to the free throw line. He's got a lot of his points in this the final minute of the fourth quarter. Just
I will say Laie's going to have more points than Cook, but Laie's had 4 more trips to the foul line than Cook has.
Yeah, I mean,
so we do have to take that into effect when talking about tonight's Giannino's player of the game.
Yeah, Laie just that's 17 now. Actually, I do believe that's as high on the season.
Is that?
Oh yeah, but
hey, you know what? Drill tape free throws, it'll get you your high on the season.
Now more with it.
Deep 3 for Maxa, that's no good.
A little bit of a heat check there.
Rebounded
more
by
with it.
10 seconds left. He hucks it up. That's no good. And an egregious foul on Johnston. And he's there mouthing off to Janier Cook.
Yeah, they're talking right now. Cook's not happy. He was kind of giving some mouth to the Woodridge fans. And they're going to call a flagrant on that. Trevor, honestly, I couldn't agree more. 8 seconds left in this type of game.
Yeah, they did call it a flagrant.
Yeah, 8 seconds left in this type of game.
That's well-deserved, It sucks to lose, but you can't be a sore loser. You got to keep your composure, keep the sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is one of the best things about sport. There it is.
As he misses it, though.
He does miss it. But I was talking about the crowd. I love it. Na.
And Roscoe's over there.
Oh, they have a belt out, though. They got a belt out over there.
Yeah, looks like they took Marcini's belt off over there.
not Coach Marcini. Not Coach Marcini. Student Marcini.
And Chima's coming in. Jeez. Let me tell you, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Chima heat checker over here.
Chima's not going to heat check. I love Chima as much as the next guy, but if he heat checks, if he does a heat check here, I think he might not touch the court for the rest of the season.
Well, maybe that's worth it. Hey, he's down there. They're looking for him.
Rockets lead by 9. Ball's inbounding right now. Ethan Laie has it. 8 seconds left. Why even foul? They're all over him. The refs aren't going to call it. 4 seconds.
The foul is called again.
What's the point of a
It's
foul?
an unwinnable game.
8 points left.
Well, you see, Trevor, actually, I know why they're fouling.
What?
So when it's posted on the MAC Instagram and Porter Sports, it sees that they lost by more. It makes sense to me when you think about it.
Yeah.
They just want a larger margin of defeat. You see, that's one of the things
They're giving them
I
free
don't
baskets.
understand it.
You're not going to get the ball back. You're not going to make up the 10-point differential now. No point in fouling. Just take it on the chin.
Looks to me like we're about to get a little Chima putback layup here. It's coming.
The crowd was calling for him.
Go get him, Chima!
Nearly rebounds it, but it goes
going the way of the Rockets, though.
And I'm hoping for a Chima 3. I don't like putting the nail in the coffin, as some would say it. 10. You're up 10, 1 second left, but give Chima the ball.
Little fadeaway 3, maybe. He throws it all the way down. That's the sportsmanship I like to see.
And the clock will run out here in Streetsboro. The Rockets 54-44. They're storming the court, and we still got a whole nother game tonight.
Holy.
Look at the fans. The fans are in there. The students love it. Beautiful ending here in Streetsboro.
Cook and Laie fist bumping each other, having an absolute blast.
Absolutely bouncing off each other. And honestly, I think we had some good discussion about it. Ethan Laie, 18 points. Janier Cook, was that 16? Yeah, 16 points. I really think we're going to have to give it to Janier here. He throughout the game, he was persistent in hustling, taking shots, and he was just doing the right things.
I couldn't agree more.
So tonight's player of the game is brought to you by Giannino's Pizza on State Route 303 in the Streetsboro Plaza. Giannino's offers pizza, chicken, and JoJo's along with hot Italian subs. You can have them cater your next party or event. Call Giannino's at 330-626-4700. Janier Cook, congratulations. You earned a larger 2-item pizza from Giannino's. We'll give that to you after the game, but for now.
Once again, our final score is
54-44.
I remember that, Trevor.
Sometimes you forget.
54-44. Again, tonight's Giannino's player of the game is Janier Cook. Absolutely phenomenal game. Thank you to some of the people that made this game possible. First, I just talk about Marcelo.
Yep.
Did an absolute great job at the halftime show.
Yep. Round of applause.
Clapping it up. Dylan Bagford, absolute great job out there. I believe we got Milo in the back.
Milo in the back directing it all.
Making it look all smooth. And most of all, thank you to Trevor.
Yeah.
Doing it great as always.
Thank you, Bryce.
And for Bryce Posek, good night, everybody.